Good. Good
Tom.
evening. And sowing blessings.
Absolutely, yes. I'm feeling the vibe tonight.
Yeah, me too. And what a
Oh,
perfect night to be looking at the full moon reading and the full moon energy and
that's it.
heading into a brand new year.
I know. I
Yeah,
know. It's all get rid of it all now and let's just move forward. Brand new year,
yes.
definitely.
And of course, we've had that partial eclipse. So all the hidden stuff's coming out.
Yeah.
So we need to
Yes.
just couple that off.
Yes. So if anybody felt anything on Saturday night, that's exactly what it was, isn't it, Annie? You
Yes,
know, a
definitely.
partial eclipse and
Mm.
full moon, but she was beautiful.
Oh, of course. She was,
So bright in the sky. She really
yeah,
was.
she was
Oh,
stunning.
yeah.
You're first.
Full moon, yes, right.
Yeah.
I'll take my hat off.
Oh, it's a beautiful hat.
I shall stick it in the corner.
Yeah,
Okay, right.
every crone should have one.
Every corner should have one. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, mine's still packed upstairs from when I moved.
No, I like my crown hat. I shall put it on the ending.
Brilliant.
Okay. So today,
Mhm.
what came out I thought was very interesting
Yeah.
is my sacred forest.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We've just been
My,
to the mother tree.
we had a lovely time.
Yeah.
The elemental oracle that's
Ah,
related,
yeah.
and I think I might be pulling one of the high priestesses. Not
Oh,
sure,
right. Okay.
but definitely the elemental cards.
Mhm.
Because we're going into the new year. We're into autumn. We're going into winter.
Mm.
All
Mm.
the elements are going to be changing. I mean, goodness me, we've over the past fortnight we've had beautiful sunshine pouring with rain, and now it's getting really really cold. So
And we've got another storm on its way. So a bit more
ah,
shaking up of the energy.
Storm Kieran, is it something like that?
Yes, blowing in the new year.
They've all been given Irish names this time, haven't they?
I think
Yeah,
so, yeah. I think it was their turn to pick.
probably.
Mhm.
Okay, right. Here we go. Oh, lovely. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. It's very similar. Some of the very similar cards that I feel a feeling of the last new moon. I think
Okay.
this month has had a lot of synchronicity as well.
Mhm.
With the balancing of the Libra new moon, and now
Uh-huh.
we've got the Taurus full moon. It's let's have a see what's been pulled. Very similar cards.
Okay.
Okay, so the first card I've got
Mm.
is the beautiful sun.
Right.
How can this in? There we go. Where is she? There.
Yeah,
That's it. That's better.
that's it.
Yeah. So there's the sun in all her glory, and
Mm.
obviously it's about shining your own light
Mm.
now. The sun is a very very powerful source. Um, Again, it predicts the seasons and the way it revolves. The way Earth revolves around her, and we have a couple there who are, and she's like a waterfall as
Yes.
well. It's
Yeah.
like it. So again, it's this light that we need to be shining, and this light we need to be feeling,
Mhm.
um, and very much this full moon is about relationships. So I think it is about sharing what you're feeling inside
Yeah.
equally with others.
Yeah.
Um, those that can shine your light as well, so you can shine their light. So it is about togetherness, this sun, this bright sun. And obviously we are going through a very emotional time at the moment. The Earth is, the planet itself is seeing a lot of disruption, a lot of division. And it is about making sure that the energy of the divine feminine is going to be oozed out, because obviously with the sun, which can be that energy of masculine, it is about pulling forward that full moon energy, the divine feminine energy. So we are in that balance of togetherness to shine light. And then we have partnerships. We have, let me tip it right, there we go.
Yeah.
We have here the element of the equator, right in the middle of our Earth. And again, it's that balance of north. Hello, Willow.
Yeah. My familiar. Yeah. Turned up.
Food on the floor here. So and it's about opposites. The equator, this equality that we need to be feeling. There's so much inequality, and everything that's happening on this planet at the moment is all about the misbalance, the out balance. Taurus is bringing in this beautiful energy of being strong, and stand your ground, believe that everything can be won. Equal balance, definitely. And just making sure this we are aware that we need to make things equal. We don't have to rely on other people. We ourselves can make this balance. Okay. Your girl's namesake is desert.
Desert.
Okay. So again, it is a time for solitude. We're going into the darkness now. We're going to the dark nights. So it can feel lonely, but we need to look at solitude. I think the desert is often, it goes on for miles. It's beautiful. It's hot. It's but it goes on for miles. But it's plain. It's calm. There's not much disruption, and she's on a beautiful swing there. Can you see?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Swing. In her own little world, and and there are footprints following her, and that always reminds me of the that poem, Footprints. Footprints.
Yes.
I walked beside you, but where were you when your footprints disappeared? That's when I carried you. I just love that. And it is about lifting yourself up, knowing that others are around. As I say, this full moon is all about getting those relationships together. Not only in people, but in things that you're doing as well, getting things together. Excuse me. But again, remembering that you need time for yourself as well. So that's solitary time, the time to reflect, and the time to, as I say, there's footprints in the sand there. That to move forward. Yeah, grace. I've got the word grace going on in my head. I don't know why.
Of course, I've just been teaching about grace.
Oh, have you? Right. Oh, you've been doing your 4 pillars.
Yeah, I've just been doing a session on the 4 pillars, and it's the last session of grace tonight. Yes. Yeah.
We also have, this reminds me of the weather, like the weather's been today, it's the foggy bog.
Oh yes.
It's the stalk there. And it's all about patience. And again, I think the balance is in here as well. you may feel that you're sinking, but you're not. It's the surrounding of the I think it's the thin veil energy that's around. Obviously, this time of the year, the veil is thin, and our connection to the other side is strong. You know, and I think, you know, anybody that's developing, you know, you just said you've done a development class, but anybody developing, this is the time to be patient and feel the energy around you.
Yeah, well, I always think of mist or fog and the mist-filled path. That's that journey across the veil, that journey to understand what our spirituality is. So it is that time of year, especially in that winter period, to have the hermit time or the exploration of belief time. Definitely.
It was that solitude and patience and making sure, because if we're moving through the month, we have the forest temple here, and that is all about enlightenment. There she is. She's walking towards that light. She's got a chalice in her hand, and I think that's what's carrying her wisdom. She needs to drink the nectar. I'm drinking the nectar. And move forward. And there's an open door in there.
Right. Yes.
The light is behind the door. You need to step forward into your own light now. And let it shine. She's got a very contemplative face on her, and it's whether I should or whether I shouldn't. You know, it's taking forward. And again, on top of the temple is the sun. So it is lovely, that card. Because, you know, if we take this journey that these cards are saying, you know, you will reach that moment where you feel that, and I always call, for me, it's that light bulb moment when everything just clicks into place and you think, I knew there was a reason for this. You can't always see the reason at the time. And this lunar eclipse, or partial eclipse, is showing the end of this 2-year period, you know, and so it's remembering that these 2 years, you know, they may have been up and down moments. It may have been a bit grotty, but it was done for a reason. And to move forward, you know, for you to move forward, and hopefully the world. My last card, but I think there is a priestess coming up. Is the Starry Night. And you know, it's the acceptance, the beautiful Native American there above the. I always think that there are always redwood trees and they look like that. You know, beautiful trees, and she is appreciating self, and she is understanding self. And you know, obviously, with any full moon energy, it is about making those affirmations about self, not making them necessarily material, but making them, you know, your dreams, you know, your but not the end of the dreams. It's how you get the bigger picture. It's, you know, what is your next step? What is your next step?
I think that's a really interesting card, because we've had the Perseid meteorite shower, the annual shower.
Right.
And in the night sky, we've had the starry nights, because you've got all the meteor shower that kind of follows Halley's Comet, which we won't see again till 2060 or something like that. But we've got that, and I'm reminded of Don McLean's Starry Night. Vincent van Gogh, you know, understanding the vastness of the energies and the influences,
and accepting that the universe will provide. I mean, it's funny, we looked at a meteorite there.
Absolutely. So it's really interesting for that one to come out, because I was watching the sky and it suddenly looks like you're in the middle of the Milky Way because of the meteor shower. Not a typical starry night, you know. Fantastic to have that card appear.
I think a priestess is needed. I thought,
okay.
It just there she is. I think that card is showing, who is she? She's the bright heart light. Okay. And that really is summing up the cards that I've just put out. So she's got a hand to her chest. Can you see? Yes, better.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
And underneath her chest is her heart light. She's accepting her light. And she looks very, very happy.
Yeah.
You know, she's very contented. I think that's what we're saying, you know, over the next fortnight, those wobbles that we've been feeling, we'll be feeling them just dissipating, just going away. And we're going into the winter, but we're going into the new year.
Yeah.
And it's all about the new beginning. So I'm really looking forward to the new moon. I do think we'll find a real shift in another fortnight.
Yeah.
Except, because that's in Scorpio, and obviously, they can be full of emotion, can't they? So,
yeah. So
okay. So
I'll just get mine because I hadn't picked them. And I've got the urge to sneeze. So I do think there is. Sorry, there's energy release. My card backs the colours of your hat.
Absolutely.
Let me just grab these. These are my some Moonology manifestation cards. I just want them three, I think. That I'm using Yasmin Bolland, the hair sets that I got just recently, actually, and then I've got my lovely Cheryl Lee Harnish Return of Spirit cards. So they just give me such a boost, and so I'm interested to see what the Moonology. I've been working with them for the past few weeks, and they've been really interesting to kind of the way they're bringing messages through. So that would be nice. So let's have a look what we've got. So the first card, Trust the Universe, and it's representing the first quarter moon in Aquarius. Now, for me, one of the things that we struggle with when there's turbulent energy is finding that deeper center, finding that bit of us that deep down knows what's happening. And here she is, she's got this partial moon. And again, we've had the partial lunar eclipse. But what we've got to do is go into the deeper part of us that does trust the universe and recognize that whatever shifts are happening, whatever hidden things are coming to light or secrets are being revealed, our key relationship is the one we have with ourselves.
Absolutely.
And when we're looking at a new year with new beginnings, in order to trust that the new beginnings are the right beginnings, if you like, we've got to have that deeper self, that sense of what it is we want deep inside, not the surfacey stuff, not the expectations of others, not the expectations we place on ourselves even, but just that sense of knowing from our intuitive spiritual self, yes, this is the way forward. And for me, when we cross into the winter, which always starts the pagan new year, of course, it is that sense of I'm going to think about what I want to manifest, I'm actually going to feel my way into what I want to manifest. And I'm going to be able to trust that the universe is going to deliver me in this next year all the things that I need it to deliver, all the things I don't even know I need it to deliver.
Yes. Yeah.
So that whatever's going to happen is the path that I'm meant to tread. But I don't have to know the path. I don't even have to have a clue about it. I just have to put one foot in front of another.
Yeah.
Letting go of that control. I also feel that's the interesting thing about when we think about the dark nights or the winter time. And obviously it flips for the southern hemisphere, but for the northern hemisphere, just that sense of things will take care of themselves if we don't stress. And I'm laughing because the card that's come with it is assistance. And you and I both know from the eclipse weekend we've just had, assistance was desperately needed, but it didn't come from the place we expected it to come from. And I think this is a key part of our trust, is that the assistance will always be given.
Yeah.
If we just trust. And I always remember that kind of line in Harry Potter that Dumbledore says, assistance will always be given to those at Hogwarts who ask for it, you know, and that sense of it may not come from where we were expecting. Let's not expect this next couple of weeks till we get to the full moon. Maybe let's not expect for the next season, or perhaps even let's not expect for the next year anything other than assistance. That what is right for us, what is most helpful to us to have our best life, will find its way to us, and we don't have to do anything about it. It'll be there.
It is us being open to receive, Annie.
Absolutely.
Sometimes when we are givers, we're not always open to receive, but it is remembering, always be open to receive and accept.
That's where that card is of yours, where there's the light and the dark.
Yeah.
You know, we focus on one or the other without recognizing the balance between both, and that the assistance can come equally from the darkness rather than the light.
That's it. The acceptance card as well, you know.
Yeah.
You just got to accept it. Yeah.
So the next one I've got is new moon in Pisces.
Oh,
the divine. So for me, this is calling on us for the next couple of weeks, maybe the next to the tail end of this year, this calendar year, I should say, to attune ourselves to our spiritual purpose.
Yeah.
Or to attune ourselves to what we believe. You know, we say we're spiritual and we say we're practicing a particular kind of spirituality. It doesn't matter what it is, but are we actively putting it into action, or are we just speaking the words? And for me, Pisces being the spiritual end of the zodiac, that's where we learn the lesson that you don't have a spiritual belief unless you live it. And that living it means attuning to something in you, something very special and divine. I don't necessarily, you know, it's not God, goddess, it's that something that is beyond us. That's something that allows us to act from the highest, greatest good, which is definitely what we need in the next 12 months. And it's come with the birthing card.
Right.
Of course, new beginnings. Birth is new beginnings. The birth of a new year. We're only a couple of hours-ish ready to step into our new year. So what are we going to birth? I think that this is a fabulous range of colours. I think it's really important to think about, what are we bringing in our ideas and our intentions? What are we asking to be manifest? You know, we talk about New Year's resolutions. Do we ever put them in practice? It's this whole thing about, you know, it's talking about it and walking it.
Yeah, walking the walk, talking the talk. Yeah.
Absolutely, we've got to be able to walk the walk. So in the next few weeks, I think we're going to be put to that test. Are you living what you believe? And that will set the tone for the whole year. We've got to be active in what we believe in and bring it to the fore. It's the only way we live our best lives, but it's also the only way that the world changes. You know, the world turns when we act in accordance with what we believe. So
Absolutely.
are we believing in the positive, the spiritual values that we keep talking about? So I think interesting what will be birthed over the next, certainly the next 2 weeks, but also in the whole of this year.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So we've got the last card is the first quarter moon in Aries.
The beginnings.
Step into your power. The beginning of the zodiac. Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing about Aries that I love is the youthful enthusiasm. So it's not the tired and weary, oh, I can't do any more. It's the, oh, give me a job, give me a task, give me an opportunity. That's the energy that I feel is carrying us through into the new moon. And again, I want to say is here in this new year, stepping into your power, because we don't like to recognize that we have power. We don't like to recognize that what we intend, what we wish for, actually does happen.
Yes.
And that we have to use that power very wisely. It's not about having money. It's not about having 6 houses or being the king or the president. It's nothing like that. It's about, what do we call out of us to bring into being in this world? And are we rising to the challenges, excited about the challenges? Because that's what Aries is to me, you know, full of energy. What comes with it, interestingly, for power, is integrity.
Oh, that's a good connection.
I really feel very strongly it flows with walking your talk.
Absolutely.
The only power that is genuine and delivers is that where there's integrity.
Yeah.
Where what is done with the best of intentions for all.
Yes.
And knowing the state the world is in at the moment, we could argue that power is being exercised without any integrity whatsoever. That people are not living by their values. They are really stepping away from any integrity in the way that they're choosing to be.
And I think that word integrity balances very well with what came out of my own, with the grace.
Yeah.
You know,
and it is very important to recognize we have the power to act, but we also have the power to do nothing.
Absolutely, just let it lie.
And doing nothing is sometimes a wise choice, but sometimes it disempowers others or ourselves.
Yes.
And with this Aries energy, with this you know, take on the world youthful energy, we have to recognize the failing if we do nothing for the wrong reason.
Yes.
I think that's a call to arms to all of us. This is a year where we need to consider and be very wise about the choices that we make and how we put things into practice and what we allow to be done in our supposed name.
Yes.
You know, there are things emerging, secrets and hidden lies even emerging, that we have to say, but I didn't want that, and I'm determined never to have that happen again. I think that's a really important shout out for this next 12 months.
Yeah, and I think what's unfolding now is we are getting people being more honest. We are now hearing about things,
Yeah.
you know, that we believed the opposite when it was all being said to us.
Mm.
You know, this is happening in America, this is happening here, this is happening in Russia, and you know, and you know, thankfully the truth is coming out now. The truth is coming.
I felt like I needed one last card because that can sound very hard and heavy. And the card that came out is lightning.
Oh, Leo. Oh, Leo.
Leo, last quarter moon in Leo. So the waning moon in Leo. So remembering your personal power balances against the power of humanity.
Yes.
Yeah. And perhaps the best way to deal with things is to be treading lightly through it all.
Yes.
Yeah. Lightening up, switching on your light, which is what you've got in your cards.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Trusting it, lightening up. Yeah. Believe. Yeah. Definitely.
Absolutely. And there she is with a little light in her hand. Under
there
the
you go.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm lightening up. Yeah. I'm with you.
Fantastic.
It's emotional lightning.
It is.
You know, that I am, because that's Leo. I am. Yeah. But an emotional, powerful lighting up of ourselves as beings who can live our spirituality for the next 12 months.
Definitely.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Annie, that was lovely, wasn't it? Really good cards again. Good messages. I can certainly relate to a lot of what I said and you said. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think you know the uplifting thing is that this is a new beginning. What's happened in the last 2 years is we have to accept, good or bad, it's gone. Yes. And we can now go into the new year with enlightenment.
Yeah. So I'm all ready to drink a toast to the new year. Yes. When we've finished and I've uploaded it to YouTube and everything, I've done all my ticks in my box. So happy new year, darling.
And happy new year to you and everyone. Yeah.
And we'll be back soon with our new moon.
We will. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Annie. It's been wonderful.
Oh, really lovely to connect with you and do cards.
Yeah.
Many blessings.
Yeah. Okay. Bye now.
Bye.